The nature of media and its influence upon modern society has shaped gender roles and expressed an idealistic way in which humans choose to act, look, and think. Social media has progressed significantly over the last decade, and the popularity of networks such as Facebook and Instagram is increasing with each day. These networks and others alike enable users to follow the routine of celebrities and accounts of people who, to young women in particular, portray a desired lifestyle and socially favored physique. Despite the artificial culture of social media, the beauty standards depicted is becoming detrimental to the mental and physical health of young women in society. The media now more than ever is having an influential stance upon the self-esteem of women who don't reach these expectations from the media. Thus, what's more concerning is that these unrealistic and often photoshopped and distorted images of female beauty is cultivating a culture of body dissatisfaction among women. In Perloff's research, he closely looked upon the processes and effects of social media on young women's body ideals and self-perception, whether the media affected women's body satisfactions and dissatisfactions, and whether women exposed to these images were mentally affected. Social media is particularly effective at creating and influencing body ideals. According to Perloff, social media is able to influence body ideals because it is heavily accessed through the use of mobile phones, allowing for the constant comparison and evaluation, and rather than being based on only thin models, as with other media types, it is based on attractive peers. Individuals who are already more prone to body image issues are also more drawn to social media that showcases unrealistic body ideals. Individuals with body image issues continue to seek gratification from social media in an effort to be more happy with their own bodies. But this further contributes to their body image issues, creating a vicious cycle. Stroge and colleagues agrees with Perloff's conclusions, maintaining that social media users compare themselves to their peers on social media, which leads to greater body dissatisfaction. In their research, Stroge and colleagues determined that across all ages, Facebook users had greater body dissatisfaction than their non-Facebook using peers. Turner suggests that social media may have a positive and negative effect on body image. When maintaining socialization, social media allows boost of self-esteem and body image, which allows users to grow their social capital. Turner suggests that peer comparisons are not detrimental to one's body image, and therefore refutes the idea that social media contributes to poor body image by allowing for greater comparison to attractive peers. Images of thin and slender female bodies are widely available on a variety of social media platforms. Thus, this availability of images of unusually thin models can have an appreciable effect upon women's body image-related attitudes. Perloff stated in his research that these ultra-thin images of women could be leading many female viewers to be dissatisfied with their body and weight, thus influencing a host of other body negative effects. In a research conducted by Halliwell, it is concluded that females who view unusually thin ideals of women from the media can be susceptible to developing body dissatisfaction and disordered eating habits. However, in Ferguson's study, the effects were found to be minor, but argued that most females with pre-existing body dissatisfactions are prone to being negatively affected by media portrayals of ultra-thin female ideals. Therefore, in many ways, the mass media plays an enormous role in the communication and influence of stereotypical body portrayals of thin women. Women's mental health can be heavily affected by social media. The mass media is a gateway to the exposure of idolized body images, which can be internalized by women as to how they should look. Portrayals of models who lead an ideal lifestyle and have a socially favored physique can cause women, particularly adolescents and young female adults who are the main target audience, to feel insecure and self-conscious if they believe they are not up to the media standards. Perloff noted that exposure to selective media sources, such as websites and blogs, which promote anorexia and bulimia lifestyles, do have a major effect upon women with predisposed or meditated disordered eating. The mass media plays a huge role influencing people's perception on how their own bodies should look. The research, which has been primarily conducted in the US, UK and Australia, suggests that the images of thin, ideal women increases dissatisfaction in women for their own bodies, leading to negative effects, some potentially being quite harmful. Studies have primarily focused on effects of conventional mass media, magazine depictions, television ads, TV entertainment programs, even music videos. But these are not the media that primarily attract adolescent and young adult women. More than 80% of 18 to 29-year-olds in the US are wireless internet users, and 27% of the online 18 to 29-year-olds cohort uses social networking sites. Internalization of thin, idealized female beauty is a key element in a culturally stereotyped standard of beauty that is communicated in contemporary media throughout westernized societies. This constrictive view of a desirable body type that provides continued social constraints on gender roles, as well as consistencies in gender stereotypes, despite decades-long social activism designed to increase gender equality. As a result of traditional gender role socialization processes, girls and women learn to self-objectify whilst putting emphasis on their outward appearance rather than their inner qualities. They also tend to assign more importance to physical appearance than do boys, and are more attuned to appearance management to conform to stereotyped physical attractiveness ideals. Social media exerts an impact on the development of thinness ideals and body dissatisfaction. So, what is next? How might we combat the negative effects the media has towards body image? Well, firstly, we should start to incorporate a variety of realistic body images within the media. Displaying body-positive images protects women from negative body messages and from the pressures to change. Targeting media outlets that portray society's idea of beauty, such as the Victoria's Secret fashion show, should be condemned by the lack of idealistic body portrayals. Thus, adjustments should be made to depict a variety of women with different body sizes.
I don't think it matters what size you are. I think it's time to represent all kinds of women. Proud, strong, fashion forward, stylish, super awesome. Everyone deserves to be celebrated. No one's ignoring us anymore. Plus it's equal. Lane Bryant.
As social media is utilized to showcase the best and most exciting versions of ourselves and peers, it is difficult to mitigate the issue of poor body image stemming from social comparison through social media use. However, instilling children from a young age with a greater awareness of body image issues relating to social media use and an understanding of social media as a platform to display unrealistic and untrue depictions of oneself. The mass media has been a tool of influence upon many women to incorporate these cultural ideals as their own. Thus, often enough, these images are simply the magic of Photoshop that hides blemishes, trims, and blends out undesired body curves and cellulite. A solution to the detrimental impact of unrealistic images of women is to demand magazine corporations to label or indicate whether images have been distorted. This therefore aids to inform women upon the artificial nature of media images of women. Social media can influence perceptions of body image and body image disturbance. This leads to women wanting certain body ideals. Women having dissatisfaction with their own bodies, as well as the psychological and mental effects on the individual, self-esteem issues, as well as eating disorders can occur due to these gender stereotypes. Women should be taught to appreciate their body no matter their shape, so these particular ideals that the population has about women can be decreased.